And today with a solution that it's not very common to find on our houses, which is the need to have 4 displays up to a distance of 70 meters or 230 feet away. And at the same time, besides all these 4 displays, also a TV locally for a control center, so that if I have all these TVs far away from me, I can control it by seeing what I have on this local TV, and then when I change something, it will reflect on all the others, and I'm sure of what I'm doing locally without having to contact anyone that it's far away. Now, this is really simple to use. This is an HDMI extender splitter from OREI. I will leave the link down below. In terms of the unboxing experience, really simple. We will find 1 transmitter, 4 receivers, 1 power adapter, a quick user guide that you will not need, some mounting here just in case we want to put them on the rack system, and that is it. The transmitter has 1 HDMI input where we will be connecting our multimedia streaming device, 1 HDMI loop out where we will be connecting our TV, the one that will stay locally here, and it has 4 RJ45 Ethernet outputs where we will be connecting 1 cable on each up to 70 meters or 230 feet away and connect to each of the receivers. Each receiver has, besides the Ethernet connector, 1 HDMI output where we will be connecting the HDMI cable that will go to each of the displays, TVs or projectors. So it's easy as this. And in terms of the power input, we only need to connect power to the transmitter unit. That is it. And then each of the receivers will receive power through the Ethernet cable or RJ45 or Cat6 cable. It will power each of the units without the need to have another power adapter. Simple, and let's take a look at it. And once we have everything connected, this is the result. We will have 1 display near us or 1 TV, which at this moment I'm using this small TV, and we will have 4 displays far away up to 70 meters or 230 feet, all capable of displaying 4K at 30 Hz at the maximum distance. But if we want to have 4K at 60 Hz, then we will need to use it up to 60 meters or 197 feet with a bandwidth of 18 gigabits. It's really compact and an easy installation. Now, of course, we have all of them together here, so it's a bit of a mess on this setup, but nonetheless, everything working flawless. And instead of having here near, I could have all of these TVs, each one of these up to 70 meters away. And if I grab the remote control for this box right over here, which if I press the home button, we will see that it's an Android TV box, which is one of my favorite devices for streaming, but we could use any other streaming device. So if I put on my IPTV services from my TV provider, once we open it up, we will see that we will have media across all the TVs. And if I want to have my control center, I can have this TV just near me, so I will be able to just switch the channel. For example, if I want to switch to a different media source and different channel, I can just switch. I can see it here locally, and I know that on 70 meters away or 230 feet, each one of these will be displaying the same that I'm displaying locally. Of course, I don't need to use a small TV. If I want to use a local TV at the same size of the distance TV, so we have a setup with 5 TVs if we want, this is also a possibility. But if we want to use it just as a control center, here we go. Really awesome, no delay at all. They are all showing the exact image at the same time, which is really cool. So if we just switch one channel, we will be able to switch, and I could browse any channel, for example, or watch any movie, and we would have the same image quality, the same resolution, everything across all the TVs, just by using one single cable running from the transmitter to each of those receivers right over there. So really cool and really simple. We can connect any multimedia streaming device to the OREI's extender splitter as long as it has an HDMI output that we can connect. At this moment, I'm using a mini computer which has Windows as an operating system, and I'm here on OREI's YouTube channel. For example, one of the common practices is that in a corporate corporate environment, probably I want to show off a video advertising my services, for example. So if I want, I can control everything locally on my screen, and then I'm sure that the same will be displayed on all the other screens that are spread, for example, in a hotel, where I can show my advertisements, or I can show the messages that I want to show to my clients, to my guests. There are a lot of possibilities, especially on the corporate environment. And there we go. This is just another example. We could be here all day giving examples, but the best example possible is to bring it to a real environment and have this as a control center, and then all the others displaying everything that we want to show off. Of course, Windows right over here, which is a device that we can do a lot with it. So we just need to use our imagination, and we will have a lot of possibilities to display everything that we want, with the great advantage of having one local display right over here.